Either we messed something up in the install and there's just some trick or something that we missed, or I have the wrong tracks. This is my new to me 2003 Challenger MT765 tractor. And in the last video where I introduced this tractor to the channel for the first time, we installed the GPS system, but I mentioned that we needed to replace these tracks because this track in particular, where is it at, is not in good shape, and I'm afraid this is going to fall apart on me going down the road or going through the field and cause more damage. So I picked up a really nice pair of used tracks and some brand new bogey wheels, and we're going to take a little bit today to swap these tracks out. We swapped out tracks quite a bit in the past, but never on a Challenger tractor. It's always been on John Deere, but I think it's basically the same process. Got my dad helping me on this one here today. He's done this a few more times than I have. You never did it on any of the Cat tractors, did you?
Oh, I got a sliver.
Do I have to provide workman's comp for that now, or what's the... Anyways, got the manual out, and it seems all pretty straightforward. We definitely don't have that bracket for lifting the front end. Where are you planning on lifting the front end on? Just the... Oh, that makes sense. I mean, it's close to where they have it. That should probably work. They want us to lift it from here, and this is 4 bolts. We're lifting it from here with 6, so theoretically, that should be better. I also noticed that I need to put new bolts in this shield right here. It's kind of floppy. So I looked it up last night. This tractor weighs 29,000 pounds before any of the weight added to it. I don't know if that was dry or wet, but
That was an 8,000.
the 8320 was like a little over 30. This tractor on paper is basically an 8520T. It's free. How many ton jacks are these? 20 ton. So theoretically, one jack can lift up the entire tractor.
Yeah, and they're good, you know, kind of the same jack.
Yeah. Are they Harbor Freight, or are they just online?
They were the cheapest ones.
Cheapest ones you can find on eBay, or?
We were splitting, I knew we needed jacks, so I... One day when we were down at the winter game, we were down at Square Lake, and I spent the day on my computer buying stuff.
Nice. The next step is we have to detension the track so we can get it off of the undercarriage. And it looks like I just gotta hook up this hose to the bottom left SCV, and I'm sure it'll tell me which direction to put it and what the flow is. Place the hydraulic and float, actually. That's kind of, that's different. So I started removing that screw on the back, and a bunch of white fluid came out. So I wonder if that isn't...
Can I get this off?
No, because in order to get that off, I have to remove the screw. When I remove the screw, a bunch of fluid starts coming out. Okay, I think we got it figured out here. I'm going to retighten this, because apparently we're not supposed to even touch this bolt. I don't know what I just did over here. Okay, got the valve connected there. And then needs to be plugged in right. Well, I just wiped it on myself, so right there. Now, he said we put it in float and loosen this bolt right here. There's a little bolt back in here.
Okay, you want to put your machine in float?
Yeah, I can do that. Yep. Okay. And then, yeah, the book, it shows tying the come along.
Did this come back, or what moved?
I don't know.
A lot of ram here.
I mean, the book shows us using a come along through a bolt to here. These falling freaked me out at first, because John Deere, I believe to this day, still has solid bogies, whereas Challenger has had moving bogies basically since the beginning. So, makes it ride a lot smoother, but kind of freaked me out when I first saw it. Was not expecting that. But I gotta replace these bogey wheels too. I mean, that one is absolutely gone.
I don't know what's gonna come anymore.
You can tell it's a pre-emissions tractor, can't you?
Remove the mounting bolt from the idler counterweights. Oh, that's just lift appropriate lifting device to drive wheel. Remove drive wheel mounting bolts and remove the drive wheel. So you gotta take the back one off on this one.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah. It actually sounds like less work than taking this one off.
I mean, this one though, you could just stick the fork in here and just start taking bolts off.
No, that's when you stick the fork in there and start taking bolts off.
True. Okay. Well, okay. That, I think, is a pretty good thumbnail picture. It still just blows my mind. In 2003, Cat had moving bogies, and John Deere has still not yet figured that out. Take notes, John Deere. I suppose I can actually take the bogey wheels off too. I gotta put new ones on anyways. Might as well make it easier to begin with. I don't know if this will do it or not. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No problem. Oh. That's why it wasn't coming out. Packs are full of crap. But yeah, these things are absolutely gonzo. I can put my fingers between the rubber and the steel. Bye-bye.
Go decide which track you want on this side.
So the bogies and the tracks, the bogies are brand new and the tracks are slightly used. Got them all from NTS Tire Supply. I'll leave their link down in the description. They have been awesome to my family and I here the past couple of years. They helped get the central tire inflation system set up on our planter here a couple of years ago, and they've been great supporters of me and the channel and our farm. They gave me a deal on these tracks and those bogies. I still have to pay for them. I still wrote a check for $15,000, so definitely still not cheap, but these are pretty dang nice used tracks, and they actually got a 2-year prorated warranty on all their used tires and used tracks, and the new bogies have a lifetime warranty, so that's pretty cool to see. So if you have any tire or track needs, hit up NTS Tire. Like I said, I'll leave the link down in the description. If there's one group of people that I've ever seen take care of their customers, it is NTS. They have been amazing to work with. I've never heard anything bad about them. But these are Firestone tracks. I'm not a big Firestone track guy, but it's what they had, and they are actually in very nice condition. Trying to figure out which side I want where. I don't know. I mean, they're so close. So tracks and tires, for that matter, in our area actually do not wear evenly between the right and the left side. And the reason for that is we have a lot of tar roads that are not wide enough to hold a tractor. So you keep one set of tires or one set of tracks on the shoulder of the road, which is gravel. So in like a case of a track tractor, the right-hand track is going to be on the gravel shoulder and the left-hand track is going to be on tar going down the road, and it tends to wear out that tar side a lot faster. So if you have a tractor that you do a lot of roading with, lots of times you are rotating tracks or rotating tires to try and keep them wearing evenly. So it's just really hard to tell. I don't think this person did much roading. These tracks are extremely close to each other, but I do think this one is slightly better. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that one on the left-hand side So this will be the one that we need first on the right hand side. And there's actually like very little wear. I think they told me these tracks are like 85% or something, which is awesome. They're 18-inch tracks. There are 16s that are on it right now, so we are going to a slightly wider track. What are you doing?
Well, the seatbelt's jammed.
Oh. Kind of makes it hard to use, doesn't it?
This is unusable.
AT. You just gonna plug it in and leave it sit for now?
Yeah, because these are unrepairable, the way it looks.
That's nice.
Unless you cut the plastic.
Just plug it in and drive it. It's always something.
I just don't know how it's got to be grounded. I don't know what. I have a feeling it's
More to it?
more than just we'll see, I guess.
No, it doesn't have. How would it get connection through the
Yeah,
through the nylon? But yeah, the one that's closest to us is the one that I want. Oh yeah, we're good. She moves. You gonna help me out here, Tina? I think a lot of people get Tina and Tom mixed up. This is Tina, this is not Tom. We're pretty sure it's Tom's sister. Tom is at my parents' house living the best cat life a cat can live. You got a pretty good life too. Kind of like sitting back watching everyone else work on my tractor. Give it one more shot there, Dad. Give it one more shot. Give it one more. Give it one more tug. Oh yeah, that's working. There we go. Yep. Need a new fitting. Accidentally ripped that off. Where's the hose? There it is. Nice. There we go. Nothing to it.
Which one you feel good about?
Oh, basically this whole side. You'd be on a NASCAR pit crew.
Yeah, if you want to finish last.
So after we broke this little hose adapter, hose fitting off on accident. Went to local Agco dealer and they had the piece, but for some reason the new piece don't fit in the old piece. It's too small. And they claim they have never had a part number change. So gotta go back early in the morning and see if we can't get this all figured out. So we're kind of stuck where we are because can't move anything because I can't retension the track. But I can get the bogies on and stuff. And also these new bogies from NTS, these are not rubber bogies. I believe these are poly bogies, which are supposed to be a lot more durable and not fly apart like the old ones did. And that's why they're able to put a lifetime warranty on them. Okay.
Tomorrow.
Good morning. I got the stuff to retension my track. You wanna know what the worst part is? They had all the stuff ready for me. Took them 25 minutes to invoice me.
I talked to my friend that runs a lot of Sigler stuff.
Yeah, or cat stuff.
Cat stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, cat stuff. And yeah, I don't really want to say on here, but he's got a way that he does it, but it's not the way you're supposed to do it. So
I love the tractor. I think Agco as a company is a good company, but their parts makes you want to go back to John Deere. It's very, very frustrating. You could need an O-ring and you go into the dealership and there's no one else ahead of you and it still takes you a half hour to get out of there. Tensioning drive belt. Verify that the filler valve is closed. Tightened all hand valves, remove the cap. Why do you want that closed?
what are you supposed to close?
Where's the bleeder? Oh, okay, look at this. That bolt I opened yesterday that let a bunch of fluid out in the back, that's for filling. So that one, number 3, is supposed to be closed. And then you open the one in the back by quarter to half turn.
Oh, so I got to close the front one.
Yeah, close the front one and slightly open the back one.
And what's 6 then?
I don't know. I haven't read that far. I'm kind of slow.
Direct oil drain hose into suitable container.
Oh, it's just gonna pee oil on the floor. One track is on. I might have to put a little bit more pressure in it. That's totally fine. I can do that later. It's pretty easy to do. Now we're gonna flip it around so we can access the other side better. Switch that side. And then after that, I need to align the tracks, which can be an absolute bear. Okay, got the other side all jacked up. Now it's just a repeat of what we did on the right-hand side. I will have to retighten the right-hand side. I lost pressure when I was turning around. So the new tracks are on, and man, were they ever a pain in the butt. The book for this tractor tells us to remove the rear drive wheel. On all of our John Deeres, we've always removed the front one. And after doing this, we're pretty sure that we should probably remove the front one in the future. It's just really hard to get that track over that back rim, but we got them on. Now, I gotta do two things. Number one, the way you tension these tracks, it leaks oil all over the inside of the track, and trying to pull anything heavy with all the oil on there ain't gonna work. So I gotta go play in the dirt a little bit, get that all cleaned up. Secondly, I gotta align these tracks. So these lugs that are on the inside right here ride in between these wheels, and if you don't have it aligned, it'll go one way or the other and rub against these drive wheels and cause damage to the inside of the track. And then you wear out your tracks really fast. So it's really important to get them aligned and then check them every, I don't know, every few months or once during every season, I guess would be a good way to do it. So I'm gonna go play in my new field, which I've not been in yet, align these tracks and get everything cleaned up. I can tell an immediate improvement just driving around the yard how much better this thing rides with those new fresh bogies that don't have big chunks taken out of them, and these tracks that got a little bit more meat on them. It just, I mean, the ride quality is substantially improved. So now in order to align these tracks, I got to drive for 200 to 300 feet perfectly straight without turning the steering wheel, and I let it coast to a stop. I get out, I feel for where the tracks are located in the undercarriage, and there are some adjustment bolts that I will show you guys here in a little bit that you can move to adjust that track side to side. Historically, this has been a very long and frustrating process. We'll see how it goes with the Challenger. So here's how this works. If the track is one way or the other, you loosen this bolt right here, and there's an identical bolt on the other side that you tighten. I already took the lock plate off the other side, and then it'll move it this way or that way. Now, every time I've done this on a John Deere, there's a little picture right on the frame that tells you which way, if you loosen this side, it'll push it this way or that way. This does not have a picture, and the book is absolutely useless. So it's kind of a guessing game, but I'm gonna be 100% honest here. I've gone and I put my hands in between these lugs, and they actually seem to be extremely well, the backside not so much. I guess this could move in a little bit, but they're actually a lot more center than I thought they would be. There's also less room for error in this than a John Deere. Seems like the lugs are tighter up against the guide wheels. This one can move in a bit, I guess. Yeah, this one can move in a tiny bit. And if you're confused on me trying to explain this, I'm doing it better than the book does, so I'm trying. So, back from the field, and I was gonna go ahead and line these, but I can't because this idler is pushed so far back, I can't fit any tools in there to actually loosen and tighten that bolt. You can't get a wrench in there, you can't get a socket in there. And in the book, it shows this idler like way up here, so you should be able to get a socket on that, no problem. And also, on the way back from the field, I tried to go down the road at full speed, and it was like bogging the engine down. And not only that, but as it goes around this rear idler, it's like buckling a little bit. Just something just doesn't seem right. I am starting to think that I actually I was given a pair of tracks that is incorrect to the track that I have. It's a Saturday afternoon. I was able to get a hold of my contact at NTS, and he said they're gonna check it out first thing Monday morning, get the service team involved, and if they're the wrong tracks, they're gonna warranty them and give me some sort of track that will fit for my tractor. So I don't know what's all going on yet, but hopefully, I mean, I know they're gonna take care of me either way. But either we messed something up in the install and there's just some trick or something that we missed, or I have the wrong tracks. But like, that track seems extremely tight, and that front idler should be out there another 3-4 inches. So I don't know what's going on. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.